I love the first-time homebuyer mortgages and all the zero down programs. And I love veterans and talking about the zero down for veterans. And there's some really neat stuff out there with investor cash flow loans and bank statement loans, and even the jumbo loans with 10% down, which is a huge difference than it ever was before. So I wanted to make sure that we cover all of these different ones, especially first-time home buyers. I think that's really important, but also as investors, so often there's some amazing loans that are out there right now that a lot of investors just don't think are out there because they've thought, oh, well, the market's too hot. It's too competitive right now. This year, 2022, is just seemed like it started off with a bang, with just crazy busy and low inventory. So not a lot of things for people to choose from. And for the mortgage, for you and your team, it's challenging, again, to make everybody happy with exactly what they want, but also making it known what's available.
One of the things that I communicate to our internal team, loan officers, processors, underwriters, closers, everyone here, is that we can play inside the sandbox. And to realtors and builders, I tell them we can also play outside of the sandbox. So we have that flexibility with our in-house relationships and that we have set up to do normal conventional FHA, VA, USDA, jumbo loans. But then outside the sandbox, which we call non-QM, we can do investor loans that don't require certain documents. We can do bank statement loans for self-employed. So it's a whole different world to live in. And to be quite honest, with this flexibility, you have to manage it well because we're not going to repeat and have no intention to repeat the Great Recession years of 6 and 7 and 8 and 9. So that's the difference. As a matter of fact, this week, speaking of something like our investor program, someone had made mention of the fact, Jennifer, that, oh, you guys are trying to recreate that nasty recession market we had years ago. No,
right.
No, that's not the case. We're not looking to repeat that. We're actually looking at documentation. We're actually requiring a down payment. We're actually saying you have to have satisfactory credit. Which is so much different than those recessionary years ago. So no, there is common sense principles. I do see some investors coming into the market that are trying to duplicate some of those old products, but that's always the case.
Yeah.
So here we are. We're in an inventory right now. We're in a market that has very little existing home inventory. First-time home buyers are competing against multiple offers in a rising sales price appreciation market, and move-up buyers are trying to move up, but it's hard to do so because if they sell their home, where do they go? And guess what? We have a lot of investors coming into the market.